Hi, I'm Lee Hare. I'm Senior Product Engineer for the Kobalt 24-volt power tools. And today we're going to dig into the 24-volt oscillating multi-tool. So on the box we have a very nice colorful box. We've got our full line across the top, and on the back you can see the features. Max speed, 20,000 oscillations per minute. We've got a max runtime up to 3.6 times, and that's compared to our previous battery. We have a motor life of up to 10 times compared to a brushed motor in this family. We have a low vibration. Well, low vibration is important for these tools because a lot of people suffer fatigue over time by using a high vibration tool. We've done a lot of work to minimize that with the Kobalt 24-volt oscillating multi-tool. So let's go ahead and dig into the box, and I'll get it cut open. So we have a couple bands on here, and I just like to cut these guys quite simply just by splitting it open. It looks kind of weird, but it works. We'll put our utility knife up. So get these bands off. So let's dig into it. So when we open it up, we've got a bag, we've got a little box here. Let's go ahead and pull the bag out, get it on the table. Inside the bag there'll be the instruction manual. You'll want to reference that once you get into the tool. We've got a little box here. And down in, wrapped in cellophane, we have the actual tool. So we'll set the box aside for a second. Go ahead and open the tool up. So here's our oscillating multi-tool. So just looking at the tool, we've got our Kobalt logo, pad printed, and a screen print here. We've got a multi-selector. We've got high and low speed selector. We've got our tool adjustment that you change and swap out your tool bits with. This is where the tools attach. So let's see what's in this little box. Looks like we have our kit and all the things that come in the kit. And this is an 18-piece Kobalt kit, so there's going to be a lot of pieces in here for you to get you started on your project. You've got cutting blades, sanding disc. We've got 60, 120, and 180 grit sanding pads for you, 3 of each, so you got plenty of pads. We've got a grout saw. We've got a saw for wood. We've got a flush cut bit, several more flush cut bits for you, and the sanding pad. So let's go ahead and see how some of these attachments fit. We'll start with a flush cut bit. So we'll grab us a flush cut bit, and you can use these in plywood and drywall. They make vertical cuts, horizontal cuts, do all kinds of cuts with them. And we just take and rotate our opening lever here. And as you can see, it says you have multi-teeth, which line up with the teeth on a bit. So you place the bit into the slot, hold it in place, and rotate it down. This locks the bit in place and keeps it in position. You can also move it around the end. So it doesn't have to be in that position. Maybe you need to work at different angles, various positions can be locked into place. You can do an off angle and go to work. The other bits work similar. Let's do the sanding pad. Nice Kobalt logo. Again, it just fits up in here into the slots or into the teeth and lock it down. Very secure, not going anywhere. We can get into the sanding pads themselves. Like I said, we've got 9 multiple grits. We'll grab a 180 grit. Just stick it to the hook and loop surface. So with this angled pad, you can get into some really tight spots. Like I said, you can do the surfaces, but it really helps you get into the corners. And with our Kobalt LED light, you can see the corner. You can get in there and see under stuff or in between things, and that really helps clean up those corners with that pad. So let's take a look at another flush cut bit. This one is particularly useful around door trims. You set the bit down on the floor, and this will cut around your door trim. So it goes on the same way as the other ones. Just open it up, line up the teeth, hold it, and then clamp it down. And now you're ready to go. And then you just set that down on the floor. We've got clearance built in the tool where the battery's held, so it doesn't interfere with your flush cut bit. And you cut your trim off. We also have a grout bit, a grout removal bit. And so this one, similar to the cutoff bit, looks similar, but it's got diamond coated edge here that's made to remove grout within your tiles. Goes on the same way, line up the teeth, hold it in place, lock it down, and you're ready to go. You can stabilize yourself by holding your hand out and getting up against the tile. You can turn it this way and cut tile on the floor, cut your grout on the floor like that. So those are the bits we have. So let's go ahead and get a battery in it and wrap this thing up. So here we are, our 24 volt 2 amp hour battery. Like I said, you can use any amp hour battery will work on the 24 volt platform, including our ultimate output batteries that we just released. So you snap your battery in, and we got a multi-function on-off switch. Turn it on. You also have a multi-speed selector. We start off with 6. We can go from 1, which is 11,000 oscillations per minute, all the way up to 6, which is 20,000 oscillations per minute. So the oscillations per minute is actually a 1.8 degree side-to-side motion, or angular displacement. It goes from 1.8 degrees from side to side, and it does that 11,000 times per minute when on 1, 20,000 times per minute when on 6. So now that we've gone through that, let's go ahead and put everything up in our bag. Start by taking the bit off. I don't recommend keeping a bit on the tool while it's in storage. Again, we got our instruction manual for you to reference when needed. Open up our bag. Nice big zipper to grab a hold of. Deep bag. You can carry your lunch as well as the tool. Just lay it down in there. No bit on. We put our sandpaper down in the bag. We put our flush cut bits. Put our grout removal bit. Put our scraper blade. And then last but not least, our sanding pad. Also, don't forget your instructions. They need to go down in there as well. And you still got plenty of room for your extra batteries, extra chargers, anything you need to take to the job.